as we are in the for the final round of GTFusion World Championship. Another broadcast from the Trofeo Series TV. As we come here to Autopolis to view, to have a watch at for the final round of the GTFusion World Championship 2022. It's been 13 years since everything started, and now we've come to the 13th season, and this is the last race of the season, as we have so many competitors tonight competing for the best result that they can. Let's see a little bit our lineup, our grid for tonight. So we have Bonival 99 from Art, we have Zabuniero from HKRT, we have KKR Plivis, we have HRT Calo, we have Specker. TAG Sonam won't be able to make it tonight, she's ill. He informed the host and he informed us that he is ill and he cannot participate. We have HKRT Sterpan from Greece, racing for the Hellenic Knights racing team. We also have SRT Eri 18 from the SRT racing team. We have GTD Luponero from GTD Italia. We have KKR Gagne. We have Omega 23 France racing for Prima. And we have Max Epico 79 racing for SRT. We want to wish our drivers the best of luck for tonight. As we can see, Omega 23, the French driver from Prima, is starting his qualifying lap. Let's have a taste of the track as we follow him around in a lap. Enjoy it. We see a slight destabilization of the rear. It's a very difficult track. The tire wear is very big. Keep in mind that this is a 15-minute qualifying session. No tire wear, no fuel consumption. And after this, we will start our first race of the night. 4 races, 4 qualifying sessions. Polyphony Digital has given us the courtesy of introducing the qualifying system integrated into the lobbies, so we can have now proper qualifying, not doing it by under the free practice session. Now it's a normal session for the race. Let's see what time will Omega will do. So we get the first time of the night. It's a 41.4, 41.4 for Omega. Let's see Calo. It's a 43.1. Let's see Plivis. 41. 4s again, but the difference is very little. Let's see, Zabuniero is 42.5. SRT Caldo is 43.1. SRT Eri, let's see what time does he plunge in. It's a 43.2. It's gonna be a long session. It's 15 minutes. Our drivers should get acquainted with the car, should get acquainted with the track, but they've been practicing for so many days because the events are announced 3 weeks prior to the races. Where Eri, he has a even faster sector. Maybe his first lap was just to get acquainted with the car and the track conditions. Autopolis is a very famous track in Japan. Lots of races are happening here, such as the Super GT, which consists of this car. This is the Subaru BRZ GT300. It's almost like the GT3 category, but it uses a lot more aerodynamic assists, and it's a little bit more powerful than a normal GT3 car. And the weight, of course, the weight, is different. It's a little bit lighter. So we have a quicker car. It's in the general category of the GT3 It's in the GT3 category, but it's a little bit faster. So when you race it here in Gran Turismo, it's a bit detuned for the battles of performance races. We have a 41.0 from Plivis. He improves his lap time. And we have Zabonero. He did 41.6. Those are great lap times. This is the driver from the Hellenic Knights Racing Team, Zabonero, 13, with the number 47 on his car. He even improves. So first position for the first 5 minutes of qualifying, it's Plivis, it's Omega 23 from Prima, it's Zabonero from the Hellenic Knights Racing Team in third place. Fourth place is Max Epico for the SRT team. Luponero is fifth from Gran Turismo Drivers Italia. We have SRT Eri for the SRT Racing team. We have KKR Gagne with a very beautiful livery with liquid moly on the back. A very nice livery, nicely done. We have HRT Caio, Polish driver. SKRT Sterpan is in the pits. I don't know why. There's no tire wear or fuel consumption. Probably trying to get rid of the penalty. Who knows? And there's us. We are not competing in the qualifying, obviously. So Plivis is setting up very good lap times. Maybe Prima will play a part as he's following him around. We see that the lap times are slightly improving for some people. The differences between the drivers is so little. The quality of these lobbies, especially the first 7 or 8, or not wanting to degrade or to demote the other lobbies in GTFusion. There are so many of them, but you know, as you move up the lobbies, the quality of driving, you know, gets better. You have faster drivers, you have better racing, close racing in some cases, and that's the spirit. That's the spirit of GTFusion, putting the cars and the drivers to the test. And the ultimate test for a racing driver is close racing and how he reacts to it. That's the whole mentality of the GTFusion World Championship. It's all about respecting each other. It's all about respecting the rules, having fun, enjoying your time here, and also having good racing. That's the spirit of this organization. As I said, for 13 years now, we've all been part of this, and we are trying to provide to our racers the best experience that they can get. Plivis seems to have found his footing in the track. He's punching in some good lap times as we follow him around. We have Omega from Prima, who did a 41 flat. Let's see what Plivis is gonna do. She's not able to improve. Let's see Luponero from GT Drivers EU. He does a 41.7, but his best lap is a 41.3. Max Epico, let's see what he got for us from Shark Racing Team. A very fast Italian driver. She almost does the same time. We have Zabonero, 13 from the Hellenic Knights Racing Team. She's trying to improve his lap time. His best is a 41.6. Gagne in 6th place. Shark Racing Team Eri is in 7th position. 8th position HRT Caio. 9th position HKRT Sterpan. She hasn't punched in a good lap time up to now. Let's just see his last lap, what will be. Let's see, as we are at the last turn. There's a one left-hander and then to the main straight. His lap time is, he does a 42.9, but he's still ninth position. He's still last. He's trying at least. Zaboniero in fifth position, fourth position Max Pico. GTD Luponero in third position, 0.3 seconds behind the leader, which is KKR Plivis. We are at the 10-minute marker. We still have 5 minutes to go for the end of this qualifying session. And notice the difference between Plivis and Omega. It's 0.012 seconds. 12 thousandths of a second split apart. KKR Plivis and Omega 23. It's going to be close. And Plivis did a 40.9, so we broke the 41 marker and we entered the 40 regions. I suppose tomorrow that the lap times in lobbies A, B and C are going to be even faster. We're thinking about 39s maybe, high 39s, low 40s. We'll see. But that's another story for tomorrow. To the race at hand, this is Group E, Lobby 5. And as I said in the beginning of this broadcast, it's the 6th round of the GTFusion World Championship. And then we move to our break, to our usual break, and then we'll be talking again in March. God willing, we can all be here. And for those watching from your home, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And feel free to follow us around as we broadcast many times GTFusion races. And please, if you have a racing team if you are into sim racing, you can subscribe to GTFusion. Bring your team over here. Everybody is welcome. We welcome new members. The staff is more than willing to explain the procedure, to register a team, to register drivers. And the more, the merrier, you know. If we have 20 teams racing, he's not a human. Well, I don't know about that, my friend. I don't know, Jano. I don't know. He seems human up to now because Plivis is more inhuman than him. But you know, you never know. Or when you see when we start the race, things can change. But I'm guessing that you have experience in saying that. So yeah, we trust your expertise. Maybe you're right. But he's improving now at the second sector of the track. Maybe he's in for a great lap. We don't know. We'll see. That's a nice turn in. Let's see if he can get a clean exit. Well, it's mostly clean. She can keep the kilometers high. Let's see for the last sector. It's a tricky sector where the car tends to slide. He overshoot it a bit. He has a good clean racing line, but I think, yeah, he might be overdoing it. I don't know. Maybe this lap time is good. Probably if at the same 40s region, high 40s, low 41s. I don't know. Maybe he lost a little bit, a chunk of time. Let's see. Yeah, he does a 40.9. It's okay, Jano. And my English is not better either. So Omega grabs pole position from Plivis. Let's see if Plivis has something for him. Let's see if Plivis has an answer. Daniel Pliva from the KKR racing team. GTD Luponero, he's in third position. Zabonero is fourth. 0.4 seconds behind the leader, which is Omega 23, the inhuman driver from Prima, as we've been informed. Let's see how this first qualifying session for this year's GTFusion will go. Because as I said in the beginning of the broadcast, Polyphony Digital has introduced a new update, the 1.26 update, which brought us 3 new cars and a qualifying system. It hasn't been tested yet from in GTFusion, but I'm hoping that everything will go well, and you know, we'll have good racing tonight. So it's 14:50. Let's see. We are almost done with the procedure. As it seems, Omega will have the pole position. Let's see if KKR Plivis, it's his final effort. Let's see if he has something for us that can grab pole position. As she's at the back sector of the track. Oh, he's slipping and sliding, losing some time there. Maybe that did it. We don't know, we'll see. Last turn, last 2 turns of the track. If he gets good and clean exit, let's see, it's gonna be close. Yes, he did. He did a 40.5 and he grabs pole position from Omega 23, which has completed the procedure. KKR Plivis is our pole sitter. He did a 40.45 at his last lap. Awesome qualifying from Plivis. Awesome racing, guys. I think we're about to see some great action here. And the gap has increased to 3rd position, 0.7 seconds. Sotos Zabonero from HKRT missing out on 3rd position by only 3 thousandths of a second. 33 thousandths of a second. And Max Epico punches in a very good performance and he grabs 3rd position from Luponero, demoting him to 4th and Zabonero to 5th. So our grid lineup is KKR Plivis, Omega 23 2nd place, SRT Max Epico 3rd position, 4th Luponero, 5th Zabonero from our HKRT, 6th KKR Gagne, SRT 80 for Sark Racing Team in 7th position, 8th position Kayo, and 9th position HKRT. Sterpan is in his final lap, but he has a 3-second penalty. I don't think that he will be able to improve. His best lap time is 42.2. Maybe he wasn't focused enough. We have, I don't know, a lot of things can go wrong. Let's see if somebody's in a quick lap. No, he's not. So I think we'll be able to continue going with the qualifying. Let's see. So this is our qualifying for tonight. Pole position, KKR Plivis. An awesome performance by him. Let's see if this lineup will help us get better races. That was the problem with GT7. We didn't have qualifying. Everybody had to be innovative, using the free practice session to make it as a qualifying session. So this could be better. We don't know yet. There are still some issues with the lobbies. You know, Polyphony Digital is doing, I guess they're doing their best. Well, they're not doing it quickly enough. Yeah, as I suppose. So, our drivers tonight can use the medium tires, the racing medium tires and the racing hard tires. Our races will be 11 laps each race. And, no, let's see. Let's see. Let's see how this will evolve. Let's see how things will go. And we give some time to the drivers so they can switch tires. They do that, yeah. Of course they do that. Let's wish everybody good luck from our point of view. Let's have great racing. Let's be clean and fair racing to all. So we're starting now. 1 second and we're done. That's it. Race number 1, round 6 of the GTFusion World Championship in Autopolis in Japan, using a beast of a car, the GT300 Subaru BRZ. We're still in the race, but we are gonna go now. Yeah, we're bailing out. Let's see if we can have the race. And here we go. There's a good start from everybody. KKR Plivis still in first position. Omega did a good start. Let's see if they can get it clean. Omega 23 is trying to take advantage. He goes from the outside. They're side by side at turn 1. And we have a car there. SRT 80 is pushed outside of the track. Maybe a personal error or some issue. Let's move at the front. We have a lot of battles tonight. And Luponero is there in the mix, with Plivis retaining or not losing race position number 1. Omega 23 is falling around. There's a lot of lag, as we can see. KKR Plivis is creating a half a second gap to Omega 23 from France, racing for Prima. Luponero third position, fourth position HRT Caio, as he's trying to make a move on Max Epico. Max Epico is a very experienced driver, doesn't easily do mistakes. As we check the grid in the back, Zabonero in 6th, 7th, Gagné, 8th, Sterpan. He gained a position from Eri after Eri's mistake at the opening lap. And we have KKR Plivis, our leader. He increased that gap to 0.7 seconds, followed by Omega 23 for Prima and Luponero. This is a very difficult course. The tire wear is so high. We can see that already at the first lap. The tires are seem to have lost a little bit of their grip. Maybe Plivis did an error. Maybe he's trying to save fuel. Omega 23's has decreased that gap, and maybe there's a move here. We see some direction changing from Plivis as he's trying to break the toe from Omega 23. Turn 1? No. Omega 23 probably needs to be patient, which probably he's gonna be patient. As I say, the level of the drivers in these lobbies is very high. They know what to do. They know they're racing. There are some big, sometimes there are some tense moments, you know, in racing, but you know, it's racing. But you know, most of the time, these drivers are so calm. They're so patient. They don't do stupid stuff. They don't dive bomb, usually. Sometimes it happens. Let's see if we have any battles in the rear. I think our grid is evenly distributed around the track. Here we have Sterpan, who climbed at the 7th position. Probably Gagné did a mistake. Lost the position to SRT Eri and SRT Sterpan, as Eri is putting pressure on Sterpan. These are the last drivers in the grid in our race so far. We're on lap 2 from 11. As I said, our drivers need to change their tires for tonight, mandatory tire change. So they got to use both compounds of the medium and the hard racing tires. If they don't do that, they will get a penalty, and I don't think that's any good. It's not respecting the rules, and as I said, GTFusion is about respecting each other, respecting the rules, and having fun. We are on the 3rd lap. Luponero still in, and here we have a battle. Here's as Omega is trying to make the move in turn 1. Let's see if Plivis will fight it back. I think he pushes out, and we have a push. Omega 23 pushed probably Plivis out, and Plivis is out of this. I don't know if he's out of the race, but there's an incident here. Maybe somebody needs to check that as they entered turn number 1. Omega 23 had the inside, but he needed to give space to Plivis. Well, he obviously didn't do that. I don't know if he's human or not, Jeannot, but I don't think that's so fair. I don't know. I won't judge. There are stewards that they will review that if somebody appeals for it. But I don't think that's proper racing, because you know, she should have given him more space. But you know, I don't know. But that's my opinion. As I say again, there are stewards. GTFusion has a steward service, which if a manager appeals for or applies for a penalty, it should be examined. It is what it is, though. Plivis is in last position. He spun and he's out of the race temporarily, as we are still early in this event. It's the 3rd lap. Omega 23 has a 1.4 seconds lead over Luponero, who's in 2nd position. Max Epico 3rd position. 4th position Caio, followed 1.1 seconds behind by Zabonero. 6th position Sterpan, which climbed the order. He started last and he's now climbing the order. He has tremendous pressure from Eri. Let's move on board with Eri to see this battle with Sterpan as they are approaching turn 1. Sterpan keeps the inside line. Eri tries to do the cutback. It's not enough. As I said, they need to be patient. They need to preserve tires and fuel. This is close racing, ladies and gentlemen, up to now. Stepan defends well. Aries being, trying desperately to be in the back of Stepan, maybe forcing a mistake. We see that he's being patient. He picks his line carefully. As we see Stepan slipping and sliding, losing the turn. Maybe this is an opportunity for Airy as they go for the hairpin. Let's see if there's a move here. No, there's not. Stepan seems to be out braking himself. And Airy, maybe this is an opportunity. The touch, Robin is racing, nothing to it. This is the fast section of the track. This is one of the battles in going on right now. We're in lap 4. I don't know about that, my mate. I don't know, Lucas. I don't know. It seemed that he did something unfair there, okay, but we are not to judge that. There are stewards in GTFusion. There is a committee of people that whenever a team applies for a penalty, they examine it. And here we go. Omega is in the pits. He's the first one to open the dance of pits. Guys, take it easy. It's not discussing it. It's not doing anything good. The manager of the team will apply for a penalty if they feel that something wrong is done, and the staff will examine it. There is a committee. People are into it, are looking into it. Don't worry about that. And justice will prevail. If something is wrong, they will find it for sure. Trust the staff to do its job. There's no time, there's no need for quarreling or arguing in the lobbies or in the chat. Let's enjoy this race. It's an unfortunate event, but it is racing, It happens in races. Some people do a mistake. He probably didn't do it intentionally. I don't think that there was any intention in it. We're not bad people, Okay, Lucas, okay. Okay, mate, yeah, sorry for I'm not chastising you or dictating what you say. You can say whatever you want, but there is stuff, and maybe just enjoy racing. We have a race at our hands. So these people have not pitted yet. So Luponero is in the lead, hasn't pitted yet. Max Pico is putting a tremendous amount of pressure in Luponero. Let's see if he has anything. We are in the last sector. They will both pit. For sure, they will both pit. There are no tires left in Luponero, and even Max Pico. This is gonna be so tight. This is gonna be so tight. They're both in the pits. Maybe there's something there, but they're forcing each other in the pits. We see Max Pico saved a tremendous amount of fuel, and Zabonero saved also a tremendous amount of fuel. This could be an important part. Where is our leader? Where is Omega? He's in the last position, but he now crosses the start and finish line. He will emerge first, for sure. Plivis stayed out. He started on the hard tire. Plivis started on the hard tire. Maybe this will play an important part. He did the opposite to, let's see, Omega. Where's Omega? He has the hard tire on. And Plivis, when he enters the pits and goes out, he will have an advantage in tire compound. He will be using the medium tire. I don't know. I don't know if it plays into his hands. I don't know about that. So we have Plivis and Gagne with the same strategy. They started on the hard tire. And Omega did a mistake. Maybe karma, maybe, I don't know, something. But Omega just spun out. He has serious damage at the front of the car. He's in 6th position. Maybe, I don't know, maybe justice is served for the thing in lap 4, if I remember correctly. We're in lap 6 now. I don't know about that, but he still has damage on the car. Maybe he needs to pit. I don't know about the performance. Sabonero is following closely. Max Pico and Luponero, we are still at it. They entered the pits together. They exited the pits together, and they're now still fighting for the last podium position. Gagne is still to pit. Plivis is pitting now. Let's see what will happen and where will they come out. Gagne is also in the pits. Oh, it was it was a very feisty entry to the pits. And let's see Luponero if he can hold back Zabonero in 4th position and claim something good from this race. Plivis will be exerting a tremendous amount of pressure on the medium tire. So we have first position GTD Luponeros, second position HKRT Zabonero, third position Omega 23 after his mistake. He still has damage on the front, but I don't think that took a toll in the car. Fourth position SRT 80 for the Sark Racing team, and there's a mix there. I don't know what happened. Zabonero still looks third. Maybe there's a glitch in the room. And HRT KO is trying to grab. There's a tremendous battle there going on between Zabonero and Caio. Maybe there's a glitch, I don't know. Let's see if we can get out of the room and stay inside. And we see that there's contact, and Zabonero and Caio are, I don't know if it was lag or unsportsmanlike behavior, or maybe another incident for the steward to check. I don't know about that. Let's see if there's damage to the cars. Zabonero, well, he doesn't have any damage. Max Pico and Eri, who was involved, doesn't have any damage. Maybe it was lag, I don't know about that, because the lobbies still are unstable. We have a lot of PS4 users and PS5 users in the mix. It's not a good combination still. And as I said in a previous broadcast, maybe Polyphony should have released the game only for PS5 or only for PS4. But they had the new console out, they had to sell games, so yeah, it is what it is. So, GT2 Luponero taking a breather from Omega 23, who seems unable to decrease that gap. The gap now is 2.5 seconds when lap 8. Omega 23, after his mistake, is down in 2nd position, and then Zabonero again with Max Pico. Zabonero seems to be fighting the Sark Racing team guys. I think, a lot of elbows are out tonight, but I don't know about, being unfair or not. As I didn't give my opinion for the first incident, maybe Omega was at fault. Maybe Zabonero is at fault here, I don't know about that. But there is a committee, there are stewards. If the manager have the right to demand a review of an incident, and if that at that incident, the driver is guilty, penalties will be applied. So this is our closest battle in the track. Let's see at the back position, Plivis. He's trying to do his best to cut that gap down. He's bringing it down, but is in a slow pace. I don't know if he has time at the remaining of 3 laps to do anything about it. He was so unlucky. He got taken out at turn 1 by Omega 23 from Prima. He has his head down, trying to cut that gap down. This is the battle for the podium, for the 2nd and 3rd position in the podium. The 2 SRT guys are putting tremendous pressure on Zabonero, maybe trying to force a mistake. And there it goes. Omega 23 is out of the lobby. He's out of the lobby. The gap now to Luponero in 1st position is 4 seconds. And Omega 23 is out of the race. Maybe lag, maybe something with his internet, or even a rage quit. I don't know, we'll examine that. We'll see it after the race. We're on lap 9. Caio, we have Gagne in last position, 8th position. Luponero, 3.7 seconds for GTD Drivers EU. A very quick driver. We know Luponero, we've raced against each other many times. He's a very quick driver. Smart, witted, being patient. All the good qualities from a racing driver, Luponero has them. And as we saw tonight, by benefiting from some unfortunate events from other drivers, and now we see a mistake, or maybe a disconnection from Luponero, and everybody's disconnected. And I think that we have a major disconnection, or we disconnected, I don't know about that. Maybe we'll step out and then step in again. Maybe it's our problem. I just stepped out of the lobby. Let's see if we can find the lobby again. I think that we will find it. And join again, because there were some disconnections. And I don't know about that. Let's see if we can join again. The room was laggy, the lobby was laggy, and it's the final part of the race. I know it's an unfortunate, Polyphony Digital and its wonders. Let's see if we can connect again. Probably it's not my internet speed, because I have a 200 megabps optical fiber line, and I don't think that will be the problem. We're going to try and connect and be as quick as possible to get the results. There seems to be a glitch in the lobby. There seems to be a glitch in the lobby. It all started with the disconnection of Omega 23 as it appeared. Or probably not, who knows. We are not being able to connect to the lobby. As I can see, it's physically impossible here. Maybe we can restart the game. Let's see if the lobby is still around. Yeah, it appears still around, and somebody else disconnected. Let's see if we can enter the lobby now. Yeah, we're in the lobby. Some other people have disconnected also. We see only 7 people inside. Let's see if we can... what's the race? So still Luponero in first position. Let's see if we get this session correctly. Zabonero in second. Yeah, I know. I saw that, Omega. I saw that. Everybody saw that. So Max Peak on third position, fourth position Plivis, SRT in fifth position, but lost the position to KKR Plivis, who is trying to make up positions. After his incident with Omega, he put on again hard tires for Plivis and goes for it. I don't know if there's a setting for in the rules. He just has to use both compounds. We'll just have to see that. I don't know if he did use the medium compound. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Stepan also disconnected. We saw that. Omega rejoined. SKRP Stepan rejoined also. Lumonero first position. I think this is the final lap, as I can suppose. Don't mind the real live timing there. It's probably is not correct. The room is so laggy. I don't know what's going on. The lobbies are so unstable. Something is way wrong. The gap is not 0.4 seconds behind. The room is so laggy. We need to do the lobby again. For me, we need to do the lobby again. The point is that Luponero is still in first position. This is probably the last lap, as I suppose. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's glitched. Apparently, there's a huge glitch in the lobby. Luponero. I don't know. I don't know, Mega. It's so glitchy. I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe after the race ends, we'll be able to sort out the final grid positions. I'm not sure. I don't know what to say. Apparently, Luponero won the race. And then Zabonero second position, Max Pico fighting with Plivis in fourth position, SRT 85th position, sixth position, KKR Gagne. And seventh position is HRT KO. The lobby was not good. It all started with Omega disconnecting, and then two more people disconnected. As we also did disconnect. I don't know. Polyphony has still much to do. So this is the end of race number 1. We have GTD Luponero winning the race. And this is our grid and our results. Luponero first position, second position and podium for Zabonero, third position Max Epico for the Sark Racing team. KKR Plevis fourth position, he could have won, but after the incident in turn 1 with Omega, it seemed that he got taken out. It's something for the, yeah, probably Omega, but I don't know about that incident in turn 1, mate. I don't know, maybe the stewards will have something to examine. Maybe it was fair. I don't know. I don't have any opinion on that. There are people who are going to examine every incident in this race, in like every round of GTFusion. So race 1 done. 11 laps completed. Our winner, GTD Luponero. Zaballero second position for the Hellenic Knights Racing team. A great result for him, clinching some valuable points in the team's championship and the nation's championship, because GTFusion doesn't only give points for a racing team or personally for a racing driver, but it also awards points for the nation that you represent. Each and every driver represents his nation, so or her nation, because we also have female drivers competing in GTFusion. So race 1 done and dusted. Good racing, generally speaking, but the disconnections were awful. I don't know, and this is a shout out to Polyphony Digital. Guys, you need to take care of it. It's not good. Gran Turismo Sport servers were much more stable. Well, GT7 is a better game, don't get me wrong. It's better in graphics, it's better in physics, in most aspects. Not in all, but most aspects. It has better sound. And I think, and this is your winner, GTD Luponero. Clean races. He went up 3 places, and he won the race. GTD drivers, EU Luponero. Race 1 done and dusted. I don't know, maybe we can get a replay or some sort. No, we can't, probably. No, we can't. We can't save the replay. Good racing. You don't say that, it was the best racing that there could be. But, it was good racing in general. We had 3 major disconnections. Omega 23 disconnected first. And then he was followed by Sterpan and, if I remember correctly, was or Sterpan alone. I don't know about that. Yeah. Well, you had 7 drivers finishing the race, and that's a fact. We have 2 minutes to refresh the lobby. Yeah, and we have some chat in the lobby between the drivers. Let's see if we can give some advice. Yeah. It's better for people not to chat between them in the lobbies. As I said again, there are people in the staff that by getting the reports of an incident, they will examine the incident and act accordingly. If there is something punishable in that incident, a penalty will be applied, as always. And things are fair. So I don't think that there is any room for discussion in the lobbies. No arguments, please, from the drivers. We shall all be gentlemen. As I said, there is a committee We don't need to exchange words in here. There are people that will look into the incidents and report them about it. So it's 50 past 8. So we're about to have the second session started. Let's see. No. Don't need to apologize. No, Omega. No, I didn't say for that. But it's against the spirit, man. Afterwards. Let's talk afterwards. Not now. Now it's time for racing. Focus. Everybody should be focused in their race. We're here to race, not quarrel or argue with each other. Things will happen, and sometimes it's not, the driver's fault. Sometimes maybe it's, but I don't think any of the drivers participating here have a bad, behavior or are inclined to do something bad. I don't think by error, by mistake. Well, things will happen in a race. Robin is racing, as I said. Yeah. Yeah, as we also enter the race. And we will begin our 5-minute qualifying. And as I said from the beginning, qualifying now is now introduced in the lobbies. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. It's against the rules. And as they introduced the qualifying sessions for GTFusion in this round is 15 minutes for the first one. We saw that. And 5 minutes for all the races that come after that. So race number 2, qualifying number 2. Our drivers have 5 minutes to complete their hot laps. Let's see. Let's see if they will be able to do something about it. Everybody's out to do their hot lap. I still want to remind everybody that we only have 5 minutes to complete this qualifying session. Sterpan also goes out. So we have HRT KO. First one to start. I think it's Plivis. Yeah, Plivis is in the lead. He went out first. No. We'll see. There are so many drivers that I think that the lobby is still mixed. I think that the lobby is not good. Max Pico will have the first go for his hot lap. Let's see what they can do now. The conditions have changed. It's a different time of the day. Max Pico is at the last sector. 2 more turns and he's in the main straight. As he starts his effort, let's see that. So everybody starting their fast laps. Let's see what times will they achieve in the second qualifying session. I remind everybody that it's only 5 minutes. It's not 15. The first one was 15. Let's see for the first sector, 19.2. Oh, it's just slow time from Kayo, or no time at all. I don't know. The lobbies are so unstable. I'm not able to follow the action properly because there are so many things. Oh, and we see a mistake from Max Pico as he exits the turn. He spins around. He loses the back end, and he's forced. Time will be crucial. He's forced to redo the lap. There is no tire wear, okay, but he just blew his first try. I don't know. Let's see. So Kayo is the guy that will put the first time in. Let's see what he has for us from the HRT team. Very beautiful looking car. A nice livery. I don't know, the guys making the liveries have exerted every ounce of inspiration, and they have produced some beautiful cars. Honestly speaking, these are some beautiful cars. Bravo and well done to all. Let's see, Caio, the last sector. 2 more turns. 2 more corners. To see what time he has for us. You see, he gets a good clean exit. I think it's about 41, probably 42, 42.0. Plivis goes faster. He did a 41.1. Let's see if Omega has an answer for that. Those 2 drivers seem to be the quickest in the lobby, and Omega 23 is only 0.1 seconds behind. So there is going to be a battle, I suppose, against each other again. Let's hope that they will keep it clean this time. No shenanigans around. But the lobby seems so laggy. So Plivis has 1 more lap to do. Let's see a quick grid check. Because we still have 1 minute left. Plivis, first position. Omega 23 second. Third, GTD Luponero. Fourth, Zabonero. Fifth, SRT Keio. Sixth, SRT Eri. Seventh, Max Epico from SRT. Ninth, KKR. Not me, I'm not racing. So we have Plivis. He's in his last effort. Let's see if he can improve. Maybe HRT Keio will play an important part. He probably could get in the way. We don't know about that. There is still space. There is still room. Or maybe he could help Plivis with the slipstream as they will enter the main straight. Let's see if Plivis will improve. Let's check about Plivis. Not a very good clean exit, but I think that she will improve. Oh, he didn't. So Plivis doesn't improve. He remains still in first position though, and there comes Omega. Let's see if he will be able to snatch pole position from Plivis again. And he does so by 49 thousandths of a second. Omega 23 grabs pole position for the second race. So this is going to be spectacular. If they keep it clean again, this is going to be spectacular. Luponero, third position. SRT Max Epico, fourth position. Fifth position, Zabonero. Sixth position, SRT Keio. Seventh position, SRT Eri. SKRT Sterpan, eighth position. Ninth, KKR Gagne, who is now in his final effort. Let's see if he can improve his position. Let's see. And he does improve, demoting Sterpan at the last position. KKR Gagne starts eighth. Sterpan will not be able to improve. He has damage. He probably did a mistake in his effort. As he comes around the last bends, he completes his lap. This is the last sector. It's a tricky section. It's a tricky track. You need to be specific in your racing line. You cannot afford to be flamboyant in the race, because you will destroy your tires and consume a lot of fuel. But during qualifying, you cannot also be flamboyant. You need to be precise, because this track doesn't forgive mistakes. If you step on the grass, you're done. No grip, and you'll probably slide out of the track. So pole position for Omega 23. Second position for KKR Plivis. Let's see if he can take his revenge on Omega 23 by overtaking him in the track. Let's see. But as I said again, let's keep it clean, guys. Clean racing is the most beautiful racing you can get. Incidents and reports afterwards. When the racing is done, you can file your report through your manager to the GTFusion staff, and they will examine that report. Here's our pole sitter from Prima. A very beautiful looking car. Every car is very beautiful. Look at those liveries. These are works of art. Look at them. Check them out. SRT, Sark Racing Team. Impressive livery. Impressive coloring. Bravo to the creators. HKRT livery. Nice looking car. Let's see. Here we go. The host is giving some time to the drivers so they can... let's take a picture. This is the provisional starting grid. But this is the initial timing. Don't be mixed with the results shown here. This is the time from the first qualifying session. Maybe they should close the lobby down. Maybe they should do that. Maybe after each race, I think there's a rule specifically about it. They have to close the lobby and have to reopen the lobby so that the newest qualifying session will appear. Because now, as we see the first qualifying session. Let's see if this is correct. Here's race number 2, lobby 5. Let's see, KKR Plebis gets a good start. Omega 23 lost the pole position. I don't know what happened. They should have restarted the lobby. I think that this is wrong. I don't know. First position Plebis, second position Omega 23. At it again. This is some close racing. HRT KO is trying to make a move on SRT. We see Sabonero losing some positions. Luponero is trying desperately to get around HRT KO. He's changing his line. He's trying to become a threat in the rear view mirror of HRT KO. Maybe force him into a mistake. I don't know about that. There's a battle for the last position between HKRT Sterpan, and there's a spin. HKRT Sterpan is out. We saw that his back, his rear stepped out, and he lost the car. A very unfortunate event. There was close racing with SRT 80. Sterpan did a mistake. I think it's a driver's error. I don't think there's anything to it. I don't know about that. We'll see. First position, Plivis. Second position, Omega. Third position, Max Epico. Seems to be losing out on the first two leaders. HKRT KO. Fourth position, followed by GTD Luponero, the winner of the first race. Let's see if he has anything for us now. Zabonero, sixth position. Gagne on hard tires, seventh position. SRT, medium tires. Sterpan, medium tires, and damage for Sterpan. Let's see, Plivis, first position. Still hasn't... I know, but they should have probably restarted the lobby. They didn't do that. I don't know what will happen. The lobby should be closed down, reopened again, so they can join again and have a new qualifying session. Because as you saw on the screen before we start the race on the right, there was the times from the first qualifying session. So yeah, it's in the rules. It's in the rule book. They have to create a new lobby after each and every race. I don't know what will happen. Davis is able to plug up Omega. I don't know what will happen. It's all about for the staff to examine. Omega 23 is now in fourth position. Something happened to him. Caello is in third. Max Epico second. And Luponero in fifth, putting some pressure on Omega. Let's see if he can do something, make this happen. Let's move on board with Luponero. To see the amount of pressure he's trying to put Omega under. Let's see about that. KKR Plivis with the fastest lap time. He's desperate to increase that gap. The host is SRT Max Epico, 79. He's our host for tonight. I'm sure that he didn't do it on purpose. I will inform him after the race ends, between the second and the third race where we have the big break. I will inform him about that, and we'll see what we can do. The lobbies are so laggy. I don't know if it's doable to write messages now. We'll see about that. So first position, Plevis, 2.5 seconds ahead of Max Pico in second position. HRTKO, 4.3 seconds behind the leader and 1.4 seconds behind Max Pico. Omega 23. Hello, Jacques. GTB Aretikov. Former GTB Aretikov. He's racing tomorrow. Not former. He's still GTB Aretikov, racing for Gran Turismo Belgium, Jacques. Bienvenue, Jacques. Jacques, if you can contact some of the staff. There seems to be a malfunction in the lobby. The lobby was not it was not reopened. And I think that the first qualifying session, yes, I'm still, yes, I noticed that. Yes, sorry, Zach, about that. Sorry, Zach, a friend of ours. And I think that we should contact the staff on what needs to be done, because I think that this race should not be counted. The qualifying order was not the way it was meant to be done. And I didn't have time to inform him. He started the race. Okay, Jack. Thank you for that. Yeah. KKR Plevis still in first position, followed by Max Pico. Let's see if we have a battle in our hands in the track. This is the closest battle, I think, that we'll get. It's the battle for the final podium position between Keio, Omega, and Luponero. Omega dives into the pits. He's the first one again to pit. He has the medium tires on. He also has damage. So, after a mistake, probably he lost the position. As we see Sterpan stepping into the pits, he probably had a major crash because we see engine damage. She will skip this one, apparently. He abandoned the race. Max Pico second position, it's the last lap. They will pit surely now. Both of them, and Plevis and Max Pico. 3.5 seconds a gap. We're on lap 5. Almost halfway through the race. Max Pico. HRT Caio. Luponero, there's a still battle raging on. No tires for our drivers. KKR Plevis into the back sector of the track, reaching the fast right-hander. Fourth gear for him. No tires left. Probably this surely is his last lap. And as we can see the tires, there's a lot of graining. This track is relentless on tires. Max Pico second position. HRTK battle with Luponero. Luponero is trying desperately at this final lap of the stint to take advantage of Caio's destroyed tires. Zabonero is trying to get in the mix also. This is pure and good racing. Let's see Caio if he can hold his own. We see Zabonero going wide there, or maybe he changed his line to get a better exit. We'll see about that. They will all surely dive into the pits. Luponero, Caio, Zabonero in the pits. Everybody in the pits. Omega changed his tires earlier. Let's see where he will go out. Gagne's continue racing because he has the hard tires on. Let's see where everybody's going to go out. Let's see if Omega will climb some positions. Maybe perform an undercut. I don't know. Maybe he went in earlier. I don't know about that. Maybe, I don't know if he will have any tires left. Everybody's out. Omega 23 is coming in, and he jumped Luponero. So we have an overtake. Omega, or maybe he retained the position. The one that benefited the most was Zabonero. He gained 2 positions. He was in 6th position, and he gained 2 positions only by the pits. So he saved enough fuel, and he's able to go out in the track. Let's see if Omega is putting some pressure on him. This is the battle for 4th position between Zabonero from the Hellenic Knights Racing Team against Omega from Prima. Let's see where's Luponero. Luponero is following closely, but not close enough. Surely if Zabonero has a slow pace, Luponero will catch up and it will be a 3-car battle. Let's see, Zabonero goes wide. Omega 23 is again pushing Zabonero out. No, this, I don't know about that. Maybe he will have to give the position back. This is not very clean racing from, I don't know. The stewards, yes, I know that Loco stated that and every host knows that, but I don't know why Max Epico didn't do that. Yeah, I know, Jack. I know. Omega. So another incident involving Omega 23. There was a touch in Zabonero. Zabonero hopefully doesn't have any damage. He's able to continue racing. Gagne, after the long stint, the first stint, he's in 5th position. Strategy almost paid out. And, you know, he gained some positions. Omega 23 now is in 4th position. GT Di Luponero 3rd position. 2nd position Max Epico, and 5.4 seconds ahead KKR Plivis, having the fastest lap of the race up to now, leading this one. But after the lobby not shutting down properly and not reopening a new lobby, I don't know if this would be the result or if this is fair. As I said again, each and every manager who gets a report from his driver is obliged to report it to the GD staff, to the stewards. There are stewards in place, and they will review every report and act accordingly if there is something to be penalized. The Omega is trying desperately to decrease the gap between him and Luponero. Doesn't seem to be able to do so, as Luponero in 3rd position is 11.8 seconds behind the leader, which is KKR Plivis, who is in his turn 6.2 seconds ahead of Max Epico. Last position Sterpan, who has bailed out from the race. 8th position SRT Eri. Zabonero 7th position after the incident with Omega 23. Maybe something else for the stewards to examine. 6th position SRT KO, who is having a slide, and Zabonero is trying to capitalize on that. Let's see. Let's go on board with Zabonero as he's trying to make a move on HRT KO, who seems to be sliding a lot. I don't know about that. Let's see if he... And there the move done. HRT KO is struggling with his tires. He slided at the previous turn, and Zabonero grabbed the 6th position. Or maybe there's a lag and they had contact and we weren't able to see that, you know. The lobbies are so difficult to judge. They're so difficult to judge if there is clean racing or not. I don't know. Polyphony Digital has still a long way to go. They've improved some things. They've introduced qualifying, but I don't think that the lobbies are up to the best standards or up to GD Sports standards, to say the least. 6 seconds the gap between Maxipico and KKR Plivis. Plivis is probably taking it easy, trying to coast the car to the finish. We still have 3 laps to go. This is the 8th lap in this 11-lap race. So 3 laps to go for Plivis. Maxipico 2nd position. Luponero 3rd position. Omega 23 is trying desperately to shake off KKR Gagne and trying at the same time to catch with Luponero, but I think that he will pay close attention at his rear. As we see KKR Gagne in turn 1 trying to benefit and maybe put a move in to get that position from Omega 23 France, from our driver from France and the driver for Prima. Let's see, KKR Gagne is close. Let's see if there's a move here as they go uphill to the left-hander. The car tends to slide out at the beginning of the turn and then grips in and tends to move inwards at the second part of this turn. Let's see, this is the big hairpin. 3rd gear for Omega 23. As I said again, they have to preserve fuel and tire. The tire of this track is relentless for tires. Omega 23 going a little bit wide there on the grass. He's able to not lose the car. KKR Gagne in 5th position is trying desperately to get that position from Omega 23. And we have a yellow flag Sam incident, and Maxipico lost the car and re-entered the track and hit Luponero. And I don't think that was safe from Maxipico re-entering the track in this manner. He has damage in the front. He lost the position to Luponero. He tried to enter the track again. He didn't do it safely, and Luponero didn't have anywhere to go. He has damage, and they collided. I think this is another incident for the stewards to examine. Maxipico, okay, yes, he lost the car, but he didn't return safely in the track. And as I said in the beginning of these races, it's all about respecting each other's race and position. You don't do anything stupid. You put your elbows out. Robin is racing, as I said again, but not taking another driver out. That's not racing. And that's not fair. Maxipico did a mistake. He shouldn't have re-entered the track like that. He now has damage. The car is difficult to drive. I can understand that. This is the battle for the last podium position between Omega 23 and KKR Gagne. Omega 23 seemed able to keep up with Luponero. And see, we see the move from KKR Gagne. Is he able to make it stick? Let's see. He keeps 3rd position. He's slipping and sliding as they're side by side. Let's see what will Omega 23 will do now. He's backing it off. He sees clearly that KKR Gagne is the quicker guy in this instant. So KKR Gagne claims the last podium position, the 3rd position, and he now Luponero is under threat by KKR Gagne. Tremendous pace from KKR Gagne. The driver from KKR showing tremendous pace as he's putting, tremendous amount of pressure in Luponero. Let's see if there's a move here, and maybe Gagne can climb up the order. Let's see. Is Omega 23 threatened by Maxipico? No, I don't think so. Unless he does a mistake. KKR Gagne, we are on the final lap. Our leader, 15.6 seconds ahead of Luponero. Comfortably sitting in 1st position. 2nd position, Luponero. Under pressure by KKR Gagne. 3rd position. 4th position, Omega. 5th position, Maxipico. Zabonera, mistake, and he has an exit. He's probably going to lose the position. I don't know. Maybe SKRT Kao was too far. SRTR in last position. And let's see at our leaders. Here's the battle. Here's the battle for the podium for the 2nd position. KKR Gagne, GTD Luponero. Maybe there's an opportunity here. We are at the last sector of the track. At the back sector of the track, not the last sector. My mistake. It's a close battle. It's a battle of nerves. Let's see who's being patient. GTD Luponero goes defensive. He keeps the inside line, overshoots a turn, and KKR Gagne, being smart. Let's see if he grabbed that position. They're side by side. And I think that he made his stick. Yes, a great move from KKR Gagne. Showed tremendous pace. Luponero had to yield. He also has damage, don't forget that. After the unfortunate incident with Maxepico. Well, Maxepico lost the car and re-entered the track in an unsafe manner. And Luponero collided with him. Got some damage, and now KKR Gagne capitalized on that and clinched second position from GD Luponero. So the winner, KKR Plivis, second place. If nothing changes, KKR Gagne. Tremendous pace, great overtaking from him, great managing the tires, his fuel, a well-deserved second place. Third place for Luponero, and Max Pico is trying desperately to make a move on Omega, and he hits the wall. And I don't think that was a move there. It was a bit too much. Sixth position, Zabonero. Here he is. He crosses the finish line. HRTKO started well, didn't end well. Seventh position for him. SRT Eri is trying desperately to make it to the end. He's at the back sector of the track. Well, many events, beautiful race, okay, but the point is that many incidents, our drivers need to be more careful. And as I said earlier, Robin is racing, yes. Elbows out, yes. I agree, I understand. But guys, we need to keep it fair. We need to respect each other. If you don't have the pace, don't fight it. Okay, or do fight it in a proper and fair and clean way. And Stepan last, he bailed out from the race. He skipped this race. I think he had some issues. So there's your winner, KKR Plivis. I don't know what's going to happen because, as I said again, the host should close the first lobby and reopen a new one. So the new qualifying will be legal and used to determine the grid order for the start of the second race. I don't know what will happen there. The rules are clear about that. After each and every race, you shut down the lobby and you reopen a new one. That's the procedure. No matter the qualifying, no matter it was always like that. For the previous 5 rounds in GTFusion, it was like that. Nothing changed. The only thing that changed is by closing and shutting down the lobby, it even benefits the grid order, because you can start with the new qualifying order, the times that people have set at the second, third, or fourth, etc. I don't know what will happen there. There's your winner, KKR Plivis. Second position, KKR Gagne. Third position, Luponero. This is our top 3 drivers of the second race in Group E, Lounge 5, for the 6th round of the GTFusion World Championship. There's your winner, KKR Plivis. There he is. Yellow, white, and black overalls. That was the result. Let's write it down so Maxepico will see it. Every race done. New lobby open. GTFusion rules, guys. It says it in the book. After each and every race, you need to shut down the lobby and open up a new one. That is stated by the rules. As Luponero is informing Maxepico, the grid was wrong. And yes, it was wrong. Clevis didn't have the pole position. Omega 23 was in pole position. There were some shenanigans after the start, but keep in mind that it's all about psychology. If he starts in pole position, it will surely be a different race for him. Maybe he wouldn't do those mistakes. Also, here now we close the lobby. We get a 15-minute break between the second and the third race. We still have 5 minutes qualifying for the last two races. As I said again, the new rules are that the first qualifying session is 15 minutes, the second qualifying section is 5 minutes, and the third and the fourth consecutively. Polyphony Digital did us the courtesy to introduce the qualifying system. It needs to be fine-tuned. Polyphony Digital has a lot of work to do in this area. The lobbies are unstable. But my personal opinion about that, and I would like your comments in the comment section. Maybe we can discuss about it. Guys, do you think that they should release the game for PS4 users? I think not. If they wanted to introduce a new game like GT7 and maybe keep the old one for PS4, maybe they should have introduced the game only for PS5 users and not cutting back on the lounges, on the lobbies, in graphics maybe. Maybe they could do more things for PS5 only because they downgraded for sure the game to fit PS4 and PS4 Pro users. I don't know about that. I don't know. It seems that the lobby hasn't been reopened, so we can get in. Yeah, it has been reopened. Well, it should be reopened now, so all drivers will be able to enter. I think this should be examined. We need to have a lobby before the main lobby, so everybody can get in. As I said again, for the first two races, great racing, but drivers need to be more careful, I think. There will be incidents, for sure. There will be incidents, but sometimes we need to be more careful about the way we race. I don't think there's a lobby open. No, there's not. So, about the discussion for Polyphony Digital. So, maybe you can comment. Maybe they should have released the game in PS5 only. I think that's my personal opinion. I don't know if you agree. And please subscribe to the channel. Follow us for every racing event that we broadcast. I'm your host for tonight. I'm SKRT Kevin. I race for the Hellenic Knights racing team. My race is tomorrow. That's why I'm able to broadcast the races tonight. Some good racing, but some maybe ambiguous moves, and maybe the stewards will have a lot to examine. Yeah, probably. Probably the stewards will have a lot to examine. Yes, I think that will be the case. We see many liveries here. Let's see what we can find. Racing overalls. We have liveries of old Formula One cars. This is a Marussia. Trying to fill the gap between the lobby times, This is Scuderia Toro Rosso from 2010. The STR5 from 2010. Yes, Zach, I agree with you. Sportsmanship is very important. Not only by not bumping into other drivers, but, keeping it fair. As we saw Max Epico, he lost the car. It's logical. You can lose a car. Everybody can lose a car. But, there are other people racing in the track. You should be more careful about how you enter it again. There are people coming behind. If you did that in real life, somebody would get killed. So why not treat sim racing as in real life? It's the same thing. Because you cause damage. And people have devoted many hours of practicing and testing with these cars in order to get, exactly, yeah, in order to get destroyed by a person who was not paying attention. You should be pay attention more to your surroundings. That's what a racing driver is. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, as I said, maybe another incident for the stewards to look into. Maybe. For sure, there will be a complaint. For sure, because GTD Luponero was comfortably sitting there. I don't think that he would lose the position, but he had damage. That compromised his race. Even with no damage, even losing the position, it didn't give him an equal chance. He had damage, and he probably lost the position because of that. I don't know. We'll see. We're still checking if the lobby is reopened. It should reopen, so every driver can get in. I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll see. We'll see. I'll take a break too. I hope that you will join us in 5 minutes' time. Everybody, stay safe and please do subscribe and follow our channel for more broadcasts of this kind, and especially GTFusion. So be back in 5 minutes, guys. Enjoy your time here. We're back again, ladies and gentlemen, for the second part of our broadcast tonight. We have races 3 and 4 coming up. We have first have a 5-minute qualifying session, as we also join N to make the rooms more stable as possible. The winners from the previous 2 races were GT di Luponero for the first race. He won. Great performance, great result. He capitalized on the feud between KKR Plevis and Omega 23. The winner for the second race was KKR Plevis. Awesome job. He won by 15 or more seconds. So those are the 2 winners for the first 2 races for this final round of the GTFusion World Championship. After this race, after this round, we get an almost probably 2.5, maybe 3 months of a break. And then we're back at it again in March, God willing. So our host for the night, SRT Max Epico, 79 from Italy, says that in 3 minutes the procedure of the qualifying session will start. We have 5 minutes qualifying and 11 laps racing around Autopolis. I hope you enjoy the broadcast up to now. We're not equipped like the other broadcasters in GTFusion with the software to do the broadcast, with graphics and cards and stuff. We're doing our best with the things we have. I hope that you don't mind. English is not my, native. I'm not a native speaker. I don't speak English. My main language is Greek. I can broadcast this in Greek. It would seem gibberish to you. You wouldn't understand a thing. Maybe some things, some words, but not everything. I hope you can manage with my English. Yeah. As I said, I'm doing my best. Everybody in GTFusion is doing their best. The staff and everybody that is involved with the organization and the broadcasting is doing their best to provide our viewers and the drivers and the teams the best service that they can get and the best opportunity to have fun. But one of the main points and one of the main principles of GTFusion is be respectful to others in all aspects. 7 seconds till qualifying. 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Room loading, qualifying. The third qualifying of the night is about to begin. Let's see. Let's bail out. What's the other drivers? As they will complete their laps. Max Epico out first on the track. Let's get another glimpse of the track. I'm on board Max Epico. That was turn 1. This is turn 2. Turn 3. A double header. Turn 4. Turn 5. We go on the flat uphill on the left-hander. Thank you, Jacques. Thank you, Jad, for your kind words. Please, guys, feel free to subscribe to our channel and follow us around as we are to broadcast more races from GTFusion and from other venues, of course. We can do it. If somebody organizes or hosts a championship, they can ask, and I will come and broadcast the race. through our channel, the Trofeo Series TV. As you can see, it's a very technical course, and it's also demands a lot from the chassis, from the frame of the car. If you have a car that's unbalanced, it's undrivable around here. So, Max Apico is our pace setter. He will start first his qualifying run. Let's enjoy it. Let's hope that everybody can do their best. Disc brakes are glowing. It's so impressive. Graphically, as I said, graphically GT7 is awesome. They did a phenomenal job. The problem is for internet racing, the lobbies. That's the problem. I don't think there's, another issue. There are some small minor issues, here and there. But the main problem are the lobbies. Luponero is also on his qualifying run. I remind everybody that we still only have 5 minutes to complete maybe 2 laps. 2 laps for sure. If you don't lose time at your out lap and do a quick lap at your second lap, you can get a third one in. Probably. Max Apico. Here he is. Driver from Shark Racing Team, Max. Italians. Well, there are rumors that Binotto was sacked from Ferrari. I don't know if he's very interested. I'm a huge Ferrari fan, so yeah, probably it's a good thing. That's my opinion, though. Some people like Binotto, some people don't. I don't. But I think it's a different issue. So let's see, what time does Max Apico has for us? 41.7. Luponero, 42.1. Caio, 42.6. Gagne, 42.5. Eri, 42.6. Omega did a 41.7, 9 thousandths of a second. And here comes Plivis, 41.8. Something probably maybe the time of the day, because I have to remind everybody that each and every race is being conducted, is being made, is being done in different times of the day. It's not the same. Max Apico still holds pole position temporarily. He's trying desperately, using every inch of the track to squeeze performance out of that car. Let's see, he's 0.1 seconds down on his time. Let's see if Omega can do something about that. And somebody's off. I think it's Eri. Purple sector, second sector for Omega. He's going quicker. In this rate, he will grab pole position. I don't know what Plivis is doing. He's 0.186. It's going to be close again. It's going to be close again between Omega 23 and Plivis. It's gonna be close again. Let's see what Max Apico has for us. He's in the last 2 corners. 1 corner to go, 1 left-hander to go still. It's his final round, so he got 2 laps in. Let's see. He doesn't improve. Let's see Omega if he has anything for us. He was 23 thousandths of a second quicker in his effort. Let's see if he can improve now. Maybe a 40, a 41 again. So 41.4, he grabs pole position. Let's see Plivis. Does he have an answer? Let's see if Plivis from KKR has an answer. No, he doesn't. 41.9, so pole position. Again, like the race number 2. Which probably, not probably, it was a mistake by not restarting the lobby. So pole position for Omega 23. Second place, Max Apico. Third place, Plivis. Fourth place, Zabonero. For the Hellenic Knights Racing Team with a 41.9. GTD Luponero, 42.1. Fifth position, he didn't make it. Gagne, KKR. Sixth position, seventh position, SRT, 80. Eighth position, KO. And last, ninth position for HKRT Sterpan, who apparently he hasn't come to grips with the car. He doesn't seem to be able to get used to it. So here's your pole shitter, Omega 23 from France, our French driver, racing for Prima. Very beautiful car, as you can all see. Ferrat, our driver, Ferrat. Probably Yves, because there was a Y there. Yves Ferrat, driver from Prima, our French guy, involved in two incidents that probably will be examined by the stewards. Probably. The one with I think it was Sabonero, and the other one was surely with Plevis at race 1. Surely those will be examined by the stewards. But it is what it is. You know, we're not here. We're not acting like stewards. We're just, you know, calling it as we see it. Maybe using different clues. Maybe the stewards will have a different opinion. But I think he was at fault in both cases. But it's not my job. It's not my position to judge whether he did a mistake or not. That's a job for the staff. If the incidents are reported, if no report is given to the staff, so that there's no incident. Keep that in mind, guys. GTFusion gives you the right to file a report. If you don't, GTFusion is not responsible unless there's something, you know, so big, so serious, you know, where the stewards will have to jump in by themselves. So great performance from Omega 23. Grabbed the pole position, 41.4. Let's take a snapshot. Now we can take a snapshot from the third qualifying. 7 seconds, third race, final round, 6th round of the GTFusion World Championship, Group E, Lobby 5. Let's see. I hope we get a clean start. I hope we have a clean race. We'll jump right out of the race. Here's your starting grid. And we are out. Let's see. On y va. Third race. Troisième gare. My French is awful. Turn 1, Omega 23, clean start. Let's see, Plivis battling out with Maxepico. Somebody's out. HRT KO probably. Yes, it was him. Maybe forced wide there. Plivis, second position. Maxepico, third position. Fourth position, Luponero, who seems to have jumped Zabonero. Zabonero probably did a bad start, and Stepan has climbed the position. She's in 6th position, out starting Gagne and Caio, who Caio was wide in turn 1. Let's see this battle as it unfolds. Plivis in 2nd position, trying to close the gap to Omega 23, and you know, simultaneously trying to be patient with his racing, because he needs to preserve tires and fuel. You cannot go, you know, flat out. You cannot do that. It's the nature of these races. You have to be patient. 4th position, Luponero, GT drivers, Italia. It's Chiarti Zabonero, 13, racing for Hellenic Knights Racing Team, followed by Sterpan, his teammate. KKR Gagne, 7th position, again using the hard tire. He's doing the opposite from the others. Let's see if it will benefit him. Eri trying to find a way around Gagne to capitalize on the medium tires he has on. And K on the last position after the being wide. 1.1 seconds the difference. Omega is being able to pull a gap on Plivis. Plivis 2nd position. SRT Maxepico 3rd position. 4th position Luponero, followed by Zabonero in 5th position, followed closely by Sterpan. This is the main battle for the win. These two have been at it again. for the previous two races. Let's see if they will be at it again now. Plivis is trying desperately to not let Omega 23 go. We're on lap 2 of 11 in Autopolis, GTFusion World Championship. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to support us and help us grow. Luponero, 4th position, 5th position, and Sterpan is being pressured by SRT Eri, who desperately needs to get by. It seems that he's losing time behind SKRT Sterpan, who is in a way used as a shield from Zabonero, putting him between him and Zabonero to protect maybe his teammate from SRT Eri, who shows a clear advantage in pace at this stage. And Eri does a mistake and loses the car. I think that he stepped on the grass. And Eri, unfortunate for Papavero, the Italian driver for Shark Racing Team, losing the car as he was following closely Sterpan, trying desperately to get around. He stepped on the grass and lost the rear, and it was non-recoverable. I don't think that he would be able to do something. Sterpan is relieved to see that his adversary has gone out of this contest with him. Zabonero in 5th position. He's trying to keep close with Luponero. Luponero doing a solid job in 4th. Max Epico is closing in on Plivis, who is trying to maintain a gap with him and Omega 23 in 1st position. Racing for Prima. Let's see if Prima will be able to get their first victory in Lobby 5 in Group E, in the hands of Omega 23. 0.7 seconds the gap between him and Plivis. 2nd position, and Omega 23 goes wide. He misses the turn, goes wide, stepped on the grass. Another mistake from Omega 23. It's a pity. He could have had a great result. Let's see how he enters the track. If he's being safe doing it, yes he is. He paid attention to the drivers coming back, and maybe some others can capitalize. He's so fortunate not to have damage on the car. He didn't hit the wall. He just stepped on the grass. He remained calm, kept the car in the track, on the grass and not on the wall. And his tires are probably destroyed now and full of dirt. And yeah, it will be difficult for him to... I don't know. You never know. It's a race. You never know. Gagne Eri after his mistake in 9th position. And first one is Plivis. He's relieved to see his main rival making a mistake. Taking him out taking himself out of the contention for the lead, for the win. Omega had the pace. He showed that he could keep the position in compared to Plivis, but Plivis remained calm, doesn't do any mistakes, and it's apparent that it's all about mistakes. If you don't do mistakes and you have a respectable pace, you will do well. It's a rule, and we can clearly see this in this type of racing here in Autopolis for the 6th round of the GTFusion World Championship. You have to be patient. You have not to do mistakes. If you don't do mistakes, you'll do well. Let's see if there are other battles. Luponero, there's a train of cars there, followed by the two HKRT boys, Zabonero and Sterpan. I don't know if they can keep up with him or be a threat later on, as they're all using the medium tire now. The two HKRT boys sticking together, helping each other and maybe achieve a better result for the team. Omega 23 climbed already in the 6th position after his mistake. He ran wide at fast right-hander with 4th gear, stepped on the grass, couldn't hold the car in the track. A bit of unfortunate. Maybe he went too deep, too fast. Gagne 7th position for KKR. SRT Eri for the Shark Racing Team in 8th position after his own mistake. And KO. Probably a mistake from him again. No tires. You can see the front left tire. Omega 23 again First in the pits. He did it 3 races in a row. 4th lap in the pits. He completes 4 laps and enters the pits. I don't know if it's a sound strategy, but it is what he's thinking. So yeah, we need to respect that. So he's in the pits as we see the mechanics fitting new tires, refueling the car, and he's out. He's wearing the racing hard tires. We have to remind people that tire change is mandatory. They need to use both compounds, hard and mediums. Those are the rules. Yeah, there are beautiful cars, Zach. I mentioned that. Very beautiful cars. The creators have outdone themselves this time. And in every round, I think that we didn't see an ugly car, even in the past rounds of GTFusion this year. The creativity, and Max Pico almost loses the car, steps on the grass. Almost lost the car. He was very fortunate there to keep it in track. 2 seconds behind Plivis. Luponero is under threat by Zabonero. Zabonero is trying desperately to get around Luponero, as they both will surely enter the pits. I think they have no tires left, especially Luponero. No tires for Luponero, surely in the pits, as Maxepico will. Plivis will. Let's see if they can keep it clean, even in the pits. Gagne keeps on. He has the hard compound on. He can do a couple more laps. He did it the previous 2 races. At the second race, it benefited him. He climbed up the order. As we see the driver with race number 17, KKR Gagne, racing for the KKR Racing team. Plivis set out. Maxepico is very close to him after the pits. Probably Maxepico underfueled or saved more fuel than Plivis. And now Plivis is under threat. Zabonero jumped Luponero in the pits, so a position gained for Zabonero in 4th position. Let's see the action up front. Plivis, is he able to open up a gap in Maxepico? Maxepico is trying desperately to keep close, to be close to Plivis so he can make a move. We see Plivis might have an advantage in pace. We don't know. Let's see. You know, it's a long race. We still have, 6 laps to go. So it's a long race still. We're halfway there. Gagne. Let's see, I think that she will pit now. 14 seconds clear of Plivis, which will be in 1st position after Gagne's pit stop. There's a battle all going on. Zabonero opened up a gap with Luponero. I don't know. There's the lobby's glitchy again. I'm gonna step out and step in. Maybe this will improve things. Zabonero 4th, clearly an advantage over Luponero. Luponero under threat by Omega. Omega, after the mistake he did, is trying to gain positions, and Gagne in the pits. Gagne in the pits. This will promote Plivis and Maxepico up the order, and I don't know in comparison to the others what will happen. We see as Zabonero comes around the last corner to get on the main straight. She gained that position from Gagne. Let's see Luponero and Omega. If they gain the position from Gagne. Gagne still in the pits. Let's see Eri if he can capitalize on that. Gagne is already coming out of the pits, and Gagne is 6th. Eri didn't have the pace to catch Gagne and grab the position. Let's see up front what's into play. Luponero under threat again by Omega. Omega is desperately trying to cover the place. I don't know what's going on. The first moment Zabonero is in 3rd position. The other moment is behind Luponero. I don't know. These lobbies are disgusting. I'm disgusted. You cannot follow the action. You cannot do anything about that. I don't know. Now Luponero is in 3rd position. No overtaking. I don't know. Maybe they exited the pits in this order. I don't know what to say. Omega 23 now threatening Zabonero. We're reacting to what we see, and we see some, informations from the game that are not up to standards. I don't know. I wish we were on GT Sport though, so many times. So Omega 23 at it again, trying to capitalize on an error by Zabonero, trying to gain that position, that fourth position from him. Let's see at the front. Plivis created 2 seconds gap. Yeah, I don't think that Maxapico will be able to challenge him unless, Plivis does a mistake. If he does a mistake, he will be to blame and he will lose the race. But, KKR Plivis demonstrated being stable, being patient, taking care of the tires, taking care of his fuel, his car. I don't think that, a mistake is so easy to happen for him. But you never know. Maxapico, second position. Our order. GTD Luponero, third position. Zabonero, fourth position. And where is Omega 23? He already took the position from Zabonero. We didn't see that. My bad, my mistake. I lost that overtake. Luponero is now 1.5 seconds ahead of Omega 23, who claimed and gained the position from Zabonero. Zabonero in 5th position. KKR Gagne using the reverse strategy. He's in 6th position. And maybe, yes, and he for sure is closing that gap down to Zabonero. Desperately trying to catch up with him and do the overtake. We'll see if they will be able to do that. Sartieri, 7th position. HRT KO, 8th position. And Sterpan, the last position, putting some pressure on HRT KO. It's nice to see Sterpan is racy again. He's not as apparently comfortable with the car, but he seems racy. Seems to be able to follow HRT KO. Maybe we'll have a battle there. 2.7 is the gap. Our leader, KKR Plivis, turn 1, 2.6 seconds after him, turn 1 for Maxapico. Luponero, 3rd position, under close surveillance by Omega 23. Zabonero, 5th position. He will be under threat by Gagne. Gagne is closing that gap down. He has the medium tire on. I think that in the last 2 laps, Gagne will make his move. He will try to close that gap down. He has the better tire. He has the faster tire than Zabonero. I don't think that Zabonero will be able to do much. The gap is already in 1 second, under 1 second, 0.8. The acceleration is better on those tires. I don't think that Zabonero will have an answer. Let's see what Zabonero sees in his rear view mirror as Gagne is getting ready to make that move on him. It will be difficult to keep him behind. It will be difficult. Gagne, as we see, has a better exit. He's able to follow Zabonero as long as he doesn't destroy his tires, or does a mistake. Because keep in mind that these cars tend to lose aerodynamic grip when they follow another car. Keep that in mind. It's not so easy to follow. And there we see Gagne might go for the move. No, he's still close. I think he will do it in the straight. Turn 1 will be the perfect spot for him to do it, as long as he's close. Maybe and they touch. Gagne miscalculated the distance between him and Zabonero and maybe lost the opportunity for this lap. Zabonero is very fortunate that Gagne did a mistake, lost his braking. They touch. There was a bump there, but I think that Zabonero got away with it. No damage for the both of them. It was a little tap. Gagne for sure will try again. I don't know. GTD Luponero comfortably sitting in 3rd position. He's increasing the gap to Omega 23, which I don't think that he will be able to pose a threat. Maxapico 4.1 seconds behind the leader, but comfortably sitting in 2nd position. A respectably clean race from Maxapico. Yes, we can say that. Luponero, 3rd position. Omega 23, 4th position. Gagne and Zabonero did a mistake. Lost the position to Gagne. Gagne is up front. The strategy is paying off. using the faster tire at the second part of the race for the second stint. I think it was a sound strategy, helped him climb the order. He's fifth now. Nicely done. We might have lost the overtake, but you know, it is what it is. It was logical to happen. He has the first faster tire. Zabonero is a logical, you know, driver. He knows what's behind him. He knows his surroundings. He knew he couldn't keep him, you know, behind. Having the faster tire and maybe a better pace than Zabonero, which is not the case because in every qualifying Zabonero was in front. But in this instance, Gagne had the better tire, had the faster tire, and he was able to capitalize on that and gain the position from Zabonero. Nicely done. Bravo, Gagne. Bravo. Loved it. So we are at the final lap. Our leader, 4.6 seconds in the lead. Plivis, KKR. Beautiful car, beautiful livery. Nice drive from Plivis. Second place, Max Pico, another beautiful car. Gorgeous. For the Shark Racing team. Congrats to the creator. Congrats. Awesome looking car. Luponero, third position. Another podium for Luponero. He won race number 1. Race number 2, not so well. Third race, third podium position for Luponero. Omega 23. After that mistake he did, he was in the lead. He lost everything. It was his to lose, and he lost it. Our leader, KKR Plivis, very quick driver. Doesn't do any unnecessary stuff. Just keeps his head down, keeps his cool. Great performance, great win, solid win. I don't think that Omega 23 had the pace to keep him behind. I don't think so. I think that at the second stint, Plivis would have caught up with him. And there's your winner, KKR Plivis, winner for the second time this evening. KKR Plivis, second position. Luponero, Max Pico did a mistake, and Gagne is threatening to get a pole position. He took third position from Omega. Everything is gone to pieces. Max Pico surely did a mistake. Lost the positions. Fifth, Eri. Sixth, Max Pico. Seventh, Zabonero. Everything was to play, and all hell turned loose at the last lap. HRT Cow and Sterpan the last position, and what a race! Plivis first position, Luponero second, Gagne third. His strategy paid off. He got Omega 23 at the last lap. We're sorry we missed that. We were talking about our leader. Yeah. It was. I couldn't believe it. It was so awesome. Great performance from the guys. Omega 23 lost the position at the last lap from Gagne. Bravo, kudos to Gagne. Kudos Gagne. Great strategy, great racing. Bravo, guys. GT Di Luponero, another podium, improved his position, second position for him. Great performance. But the man of the hour is this one, KKR Plivis. He set the pace, led the race, capitalized on Omega's error, and won it. 2 wins for him though, and 1 win for GT Di Luponero. 3 races, 2 different winners. Back-to-back wins for KKR Plivis. Great performance. Bravo. Well done. GT Di Luponero, second position. KKR Gagne, third position. Our podium winners. Fourth, missing out on the podium by Omega 23 at the last lap, as we mentioned earlier. Fifth position, SRT 80. Max Pico probably did something very serious and lost a certain podium position for this evening. Could be unfortunate. We don't know what happened. We missed it. We don't have the luxury of the replay system yet. I think it will be introduced, but I think that they should first, make the lobby stable, more stable, and then introduce some new features. Well done to everybody. Yeah, well done. Serpent, last position. As I said, he doesn't feel comfortable with the car. He hasn't come yet to grips with the car. You know, and having not many hours in practice maybe help to that. Practice makes better. The more you practice, the better you become, or the better affiliated you become with the car. You get to know the car, the track. So, race 3 done and dusted. Here's your winner, KKR Plivis. Here he is, celebrating his victory in front of his fans. And for all of you watching in from your house, from your home, please subscribe and help us grow. I hope you enjoyed the race, the third race of the night. So, the procedure is this. They need to shut down this lobby. He must give time to save the replay, as we did. We saved the replay. So he needs to shut down the lobby and create a new one for the fourth and last race of this season for the GTFusion World Championship. We will dive straight into the next race. As soon as he opens the lobby, he will give 1 or 2 minutes to the racers so they all can join. And then our host will give the signal that he will change the settings and start the qualifying, which again is 5 minutes qualifying for the fourth. So we have 8 minutes for the next lobby, as we are informed. Yeah, the lobby is shut down, and I will leave you with some music. So I'll be back in 5 minutes again. I hope that you'll stay with us for the fourth and last race of this final round of the GTFusion World Championship, live from Autopolis. Back again for the final race, the fourth race of the GTFusion World Championship. This is the final round, the sixth round of a championship being conducted for over 13 seasons now. After this final round, we'll get 2.5, months break, so every driver can, practice and, take a break from racing, at least from GTFusion racing. And then we'll be back in March, as we always are, every single year. A very big community, growing, a very big organization, sponsored and conducted in a manner where sportsman-like behavior is at its best, or is at least everybody's encouraged to perform in a sportsman-like behavior. It's all about respect, as we said. And before we or I have a message after this qualifying. After the end of the race, I want to make a statement concerning health issues for some people in our community. But this after the race. So, 5-minute qualifying session now, again. Different time of the day. Max Epico is at it again. He goes out first. All our drivers are coming out for the final qualifying of the season. I think that I will play a closer look to KKR Plivis, because it seems that he and Omega 23 are the clear pace setters. We had some surprises. GT di Luponero winning one and finishing second in the third race. He's performing well tonight. He's a bit lucky, but luck is involved in racing. I'm not saying anything that he's not a good driver. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good driver. I've been known him for so many years. In each and every year he was competitive, and like he is now. So we have Yves Farhat from Prima Racing Team. I don't know if it's Yves, but I'm guessing it's Yves because I see the Y before his name. If for my friends in Prima or for him, don't get me wrong. Don't misjudge me, man. I'm doing my best. I'm not doing well with names. So we have Gagné, third position. Fourth, Eri, as they all are starting to their lap. So Max Epico again, first one to go and to start his lap. Let's see if he can do under a 41 this time, or close to 41. He's using every inch of the track, trying to capitalize on each and every ounce of performance of this car, which I say again, it's the Subaru BRZ, the GT300 version, competing currently in the Super GT Championship in Japan. We use a Japanese car in a Japanese track, and that's the final combo of this season of GTFusion racing. She's wearing a nice Ayrton Senna helmet, Luponero, tribute to the great late Ayrton Senna. For some, the GOAT of racing, the greatest of all time, for some. Title-wise, we all know who is the greatest. Despite people not agreeing with both of them, I'm talking about Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton. We're talking about three great drivers: Ayrton Senna, Schumacher, and Hamilton. Hamilton has put himself up there with them. I don't agree with some things he does, but it's my personal opinion. He's a great driver, don't get me wrong. We all know he's quick. Let's see. So Max Pico crosses the line, 40.8. I told you there was something fast. Let's see who can keep close. 0.2 seconds behind is Plivis. Let's see Omega. What time is for Omega up for grabs? Can he go under 41? Max Pico, great performance for him. A great time. And there he goes. 40.5 Omega 23, showing who's boss, who is the fastest. Max Pico surprised us with a 40.8, but Omega 23 doesn't have enough of that. Oh, and there we see Luponero did a mistake and spun. Let's see if Luponero can get the car back again. No, it seems that he stopped. I don't know what's going on, guys. He probably waiting. Something's wrong. Maybe something with his steering wheel. Maybe he was trying to wait for the others to go by. I don't know. But that was a strange incident. He lost the car probably at turn 1 and slided up there. Let's see. Max Pico at the fast right-hander. I say again, this is the last qualifying session. The last race of this season for Group EE, the Lobby 5 guys, because tomorrow is the main event with Lobbies A, B and C. The top drivers of GTFusion will compete tomorrow. Let's see what Max Pico has for us. He probably did a mistake and he cannot improve. Let's see Plivis. If he can improve, no, he can't. Let's see Omega. Can he improve on his lap time? I don't think he's threatened by anyone. He will surely be on pole position. I don't know if there is any more time left in this car. If he can do anything better. Let's see. No, 41.5. No, he doesn't. He's not being able to improve. Let's see if somebody's on a quick lap. Luponero, GTD Luponero. I think that he will not. No, for sure. He will not. He will remain where he is. Gagne just finished his qualifying. Sterpan the same. Yeah, everybody's finished, and Luponero is coming around to finish his lap. And to conclude this session, this final qualifying session for the 4th race of the 6th round of the GTFusion World Championship here in Autopolis, live from the Trofeo Series TV channel, with your host, HKRT Kevin, and the mic. So, pole position for Omega 23. Yet another pole position for Omega 23. Let's see if this time he can hold it. He can hold his own in the race. Because at the previous race he also had the pole position, the first position. He started first, but did a great mistake at the fast right-hander, went wide, touched the grass, didn't lose the car, he didn't hit the wall. He was fortunate enough not to hit the wall, but he lost many positions. I don't know again if he could threaten Plivis, who seems to be the more stable driver. Max Pico, great performance for him, great time, but he showed us that he's prone to mistakes. And let's hope that this is not the case now for Max, and that he can perform better than in the other races. Let's see if this 4th race, the final race for this season, will be even more exciting than the previous 3 races tonight. All our drivers have demonstrated great characteristics, great potential, some great racing tonight, and of course, some incidents that maybe need to be examined by the stewards. It all depends on if the managers report them. If they don't report them, they say that didn't take place. Those are the rules. What a beautiful car this is. Subaru BRZ GT300. And there are your lap times on the right hand of the screen. 40.0, for Omega. Pole position, Max Pico second, 40.8. KKR Plevis, 41.0. And here we go. The final race of the final round for the 13th season of the GTFusion World Championship. Here we go. Let's hope that all can get a clean start. Let's see. We need to jump out again. Omega 23 seems to have started very well. Let's see at the back what happens. Max Pico lost the position to Plevis. Plevis jumped Max Pico at the start, gained the position. It is now second place for Plevis. Max Pico drops to third. As he's trying to make a move on Plevis. Let's see if he can make it stick. Yes, he can make it stick. Great move from Max Pico, gaining that position back. SRT comes into play. Zabonero lost some positions, apparently. Let's see, Zabonero dropped to 6th. He started 4th, but he dropped to 6th. Let's see if Plevis now 3rd position. Maybe he can threat. And we see Omega still yet again forcing the car to perform. Maybe he should take it more easy. The story of tonight's racing has showed that he's not being that patient. And there's a move there by KO. There's a battle there by KO and Eri as they swap positions. Side by side at the right hander. KO has to yield. They cannot go together. Two abreast. Plevis, Max Pico. And this is a train of cars battling each other for 4th position. Zabonero, Sterpan 7th position. Another great start from Sterpan. Jumped Gagne on the hard compound again. And Luponero with the medium time qualified 7th. Lost 2 positions from these guys. Let's see what they're going to do tonight. As things remain close at the top. Plevis following Max Pico. 1.2 seconds behind the leader, and he has half a second behind him. Plevis. Let's see if they all can go cleanly through there. KO 5th. Zabonero 6th position. 7th position Sterpan, and under pressure by Gagne. And I want to remind you that Gagne uses the hard compound tire. Sterpan has the medium one. So it's a tremendous feature from and ability from Gagne to keep with these guys using a slower tire in this phase of the race. So Gagne 8th position, Luponero 9th position. This gap now from the leader opened up to 1.6 seconds. Max Pico and Plevis are racing together, trying to catch up with Omega 23, or trying to take it easy, because as I said, it's all about strategy. It's not being the fastest guy, it's being the more patient one and not prone to mistakes. Let's hope that this is not the case for the 4th race. Max Pico is overdriving the car. He's trying desperately to cut the gap between him and Omega 23 and keep Plevis behind. Let's see if he will be able to do that. But overdriving the car might not be the solution to the problem. SRT or Eri follows closely. It is clear that Max Pico probably doesn't have the pace to open the gap from Plevis, and he may be holding the rest back, or maybe he's saving more fuel and tire than them. You don't know. 1.7 seconds the gap now. Plevis following closely Max Pico, 0.5 behind, but has Eri in close surveillance, 0.6. 3 drivers within 1 second, 1.5 seconds. Omega 23 still in the lead, lap 3 of 11. The final race for this season. Plevis. SRT Eri, 4th position. Fifth position, HRTKO, who seems to got rid of a little bit of the pressure from Zabonero. Zabonero is not being able to put the pressure on HRT, or maybe he's being patient. That's it, guys. You cannot determine whether Gagne got around Sterpan, so clearly it's a pace issue for Sterpan. He's not being from the first race. He's not being able to keep up with these guys. So he does his best. He bailed. He skipped one race for the Greek driver, and Zabonero did a mistake and lost the position to Gagne too. And we see Zabonero here did the mistake as he was falling. He was falling Eri, and no KO. He was falling KO. KO in fifth position. Zabonero was sixth and maybe did a mistake and lost the position to Gagne. So this race destroyed for Zabonero. Let's see if he can do anything from here on. Again, lagging issues again. Lagging issues again. I might be probably reporting stuff that don't exist. I don't know. I don't know what with the lobbies. I don't know. This mix between PS4s and PS5s is destroying the lobbies. That's my honest opinion. I'm sorry about that, but that's my honest opinion. So Sterpan 7th. Zabonero gave him the position, or Sterpan took it. I don't know. It seems that Zabonero is 8th. GTD Luponero has caught up with them, being patient, decrease the gap, maybe trying to do something better in this race than the previous ones. I don't know. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. Omega 23 in the lead. This is the point probably that he lost the car the previous round, the previous race. He manages to keep it in track. Let's see if he can win one. He probably deserves to win one because, you know, he showed some tremendous pace. Maxepico still under threat by Plivis. Plivis is following Maxepico closely, waiting for that mistake, waiting for that opportunity to capitalize and gain the position. Some close racing, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. Great driving from these guys. Gagne, hard tire, clearly an advantage. And again, Omega 23 at the end of the fourth lap in the pits. He probably sees that he cannot maintain the tires for one more round. That's why he enters the pits so early. I don't know if that's good, and I don't know if it benefits him, but probably will. Probably will, as he refuels, and we see the technician moving the tires in the pits, and then he's out. Maxepico then in the lead from being pressured by Plivis. Plivis is trying to force an error. Plivis is changing his line. This is close racing. This is great racing. Bravo to all that participate. Let's hope that it stays clean till the end. Maxepico and his Sark Racing team car are trying to keep Plivis behind. Let's see if there's a move here. No. Plivis is being patient. And Maxepico is being calm too. He doesn't overshoot the turn. Plivis doesn't have a chance. Let's see if they can maintain their positions. And Maxepico, yet a mistake, and Plivis takes advantage of that. Capitalizes of Maxepico's mistake, gains the position, and he's now in the lead. Maxepico, another mistake. He went a little bit wide, he didn't lose the car, he didn't went on the grass, but it was enough for Plivis to capitalize on that and gain the position. Great racing. Patience pays off. Plivis in the lead. Let's see if he can maintain the lead after their pit stops, as Omega did pit earlier. Where is Omega? He's in last position, but surely he has the 21-second gap to Plivis, and Plivis is in the pits, as we're sure the rest will follow. Tremendous amount of fuel saved by Maxepico, 31 liters, the most of them saved. Gagne still goes on. He has a hard tire on. Luponero, second position. She started 7th after that mistake in qualifying. So I'm guessing that Omega 23 will emerge in first position after all have concluded their pit stops. And yes, he is in front. He also has gained 5 seconds. So I think that the time lost by Plivis behind Max Pico is this 5-second gap. That's my opinion. I think that Plivis lost this time behind Max Pico. That's my opinion. Well, it's obvious, you know, he was falling, he was losing time, so yeah, he couldn't do his pace. He wasn't, you know, being able to do his way of driving. He had to follow a car, and apparently Max Pico didn't have the pace to keep up with Omega, so that's why Plivis lost this amount of time. Let's see if Omega will manage to keep it till the end to win one, at least get a win tonight. Gagne is coming around the track. He will pit now for sure. Or maybe not at this lap, maybe at the next. I don't know about fuel. I don't know if he will be able to stay one lap out. I can see his fuel. His tires are good. He can stay one more lap out. But no, he enters the pits as the fuel is not there for him to support him. Luponero goes into the pits too, and Omega 23 reclaims the lead and leads this race by almost 6 seconds to Plivis. Two-time winner Plivis, one-time winner Luponero, and pole position sitter for 2 times Omega 23. He's a fast guy, don't get me wrong, but he's a little bit prone to mistakes. If he can keep it in the track now, he will be able to get this win. I don't think that Plivis will be able at the remaining 5 laps to decrease that gap and challenge him for the win. Because I don't think it's 4.7 the difference. He needs to get 1 second from Omega 23 in each and every lap. I don't think that he will be able to do that, Plivis. He might get closer, but I don't think that it will be enough for him to claim the victory. But I don't know about the tires. Maybe Omega 23, by going earlier in the pits, won't have any tires to defend his position. But we don't know. It's racing. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There goes Plivis, second position. Third position, SRT Eri silently climbed up the third position. He has the last podium position. Eri didn't do well so at the previous 3 races, now performing very well, apparently. Let's see if he can keep the car in the track, keep calm, and get that position. SRT Kayo, not a very good round for him also. But now he's in 4th position, a very good position for him. Max Pico, after that mistake, is trying desperately to climb the order. I think that he will most definitely threaten HRTKO. And Gagne, we see him in 6th position. Awesome job by him at the first stint. On the mediums, on the hards. And now he has the mediums on. And clearly has the pace to catch up with the other guys and maybe do the overtake. We don't know about that. Bad race for Zabonero. Did well the previous 3 races, but now I think a mistake forced him to this 7th position we see now. Luponero, 8th. Sterpan, another. I don't think that he decided that enough is enough, and he retired the car to the pits. He calls it a night. She calls it a night. I think that he had enough, yeah. But you know how nice of him to join and not skipping this race. Omega, 4 seconds ahead, 3.9 now. The gap is going down, but I don't think that in this pace it will be enough for Plivis. Plivis has up the pace. 43.2 the last lap. 43.9 Omega's last lap. The gap is now 3.6 seconds, 3.7. It fluctuates. We still have 3 laps. After the completion of the 8th lap, we still have 3 laps to go. Let's see if Plivis can decrease that gap and claim and challenge Omega for the victory. 3.4 seconds the gap now. It's doable. I don't think he will do it, but it is doable. Max Pico putting the pressure and Gagne putting the pressure on HRTKO. Let's see this battle. And we will move forward at the next lap to see the battle for the first place. HRTKO trying desperately to keep those guys behind. Let's watch the action from Gagne. We see Max Pico in front of him, and then up the road, HRTKO. Let's see if Max Pico can make a move here. He changes his line. No, I don't think there is an opportunity here. Max Pico is trying desperately to get around HRTKO. We're seeing changing direction of the car. Let's see if HRTKO can hold his position. They both go wide. That gives an opportunity to Gagne to maybe capitalize. And we see that great move from Gagne. He had tremendous traction out of the corner, and Max Pico is not being able to do anything about that. He's on the faster tire, and now HRTKO is under threat. HRTKO is under threat by Gagne, who with his different strategy, opposite strategy, is showing tremendous pace at this latter stage of the race. And what a great move was that, taking advantage of the faster tire. Let's see the battle up front. If the gap has went down, it went down. It's 2.5 seconds. It's still not there, but it goes down. We still have 2 laps to go. And this is the battle for 4th position. Gagne on the faster tire is trying to capitalize on the hard tire on KO, and Max Pico is in the equation again. Great racing from the guys tonight. From these guys are giving everything they got for this final race of the final round in the GTFusion World Championship. Kayo 5th, another lap, 2 laps to go. Let's see if he can withstand the pressure. 2.4 seconds the gap. I don't think that Plivis will be able to do it. Tire wear has come into play. He has less fuel than Omega 23. Maybe that's a factor. We don't know. Sartieri, 3rd position, racing alone. KO. HRTKO, 4th position. Max Pico managed to overtake Gagne. Gagne lost the position to Max Pico. Max Pico is attacking again. KO. Great racing for these 3. We have tremendous things going on around the track. 2 laps to go as we're reaching the penultimate lap, and Gagne is out for the move. Is there a move there? He pushes Max Pico. Not they managed to skip that. And HRTKO breathes a little bit, fresh air, because he's managed to get a breather from those 2 that are stalking him, attacking him, and now the gap is 1.6 seconds. Let's see if Plivis in this final part of the race has anything against Omega. Will Omega be able to get his first win? Will Plivis do the triple win here in the 4th round? This is the final round. This is the all-out attack from Plivis to get the position, to get the win. Is it enough? Will be enough? Will Omega be able to withstand the pressure? Let's see, and move to this battle, this awesome battle between those 3 drivers, 3 gladiators, 3 relentless drivers between them, pushing, changing direction, trying to get the opportunity. And Max Pico loses under braking and forces KO a little bit out. A fair play there from Max Pico. He backs off. He did that mistake, but gave the Gagne the opportunity to do the overtake on KO maybe, and put the pressure again. We see they are side by side. All our drivers are trying to force each other out of the track. Not, respectably, always speaking. Very good racing, very close racing. Zabonero comes there. Let's see if Plivis is being able to reach a gap. No, I don't think so. I don't think that there is an opportunity for Plivis. Let's move back to this battle. HRTKO is trying desperately to hold his position. Gagne is ready to make the move. It's not that close. KO delaying his braking is being able to hold his position. Tremendous racing, tremendous defending from HRTKO. Very good racing from the guys. Let's see up front what's going on. Omega 23 0.8 seconds. He lost so much time. 0.7, 0.6. Let's see if Plevis can close the gap. No, I don't think that he will be able to do so. Let's see. No. And Omega 23 wins the race. Plevis second. A very lonely race at third. Fourth position, KO. And with Gagne at it. Let's see if something will change. KO. A heroic defense from KO. Last two corners. Last corner. Let's see if there's anything into it. Fourth position, KO. Fifth, Gagne. Sixth, Max Pico. Seventh, Zabonero. Close racing. Tremendous racing, guys. Bravo. Well done to all. GTD Luponero 8. Bravo, guys. Awesome racing tonight. Bravo, guys. Great result. And your winner, Omega 23 from France, Yves, driver from Prima. Congratulations to the drivers tonight. Congratulations to Plivis. Awesome racing. He wasn't able to close the gap enough to challenge the position from Omega. Great race from Eri. Clean race. No threats. He didn't threaten anyone. He wasn't threatened. Bravo, well done. And what a tremendous defense this was from HRTKO. Compliments to everybody. Congratulations to everybody. Gagne had the faster tire, but wasn't able to overcome, to subdue the tremendous defensive attitude from KO. KO did so well defending the position. Max Pico tried also to threaten those guys at the front, but fair play, kudos to Max Pico. He bumped KO at the rear bumper, knew that he gained an illegal advantage in that way, but decided to give the position back. That gave the opportunity to Gagne to capitalize on that and threaten HRT KO, but HRT KO had none of it. He decided that he will keep the position, and he did so. Congratulations to everybody. This was a great round. This was the final race, and this goes, Terpan, is the last lap of honor from him. He's like the safety car, circulating the track around in order to check if everything is okay. So there's your winner, Omega 23 from France, racing for Prima. The first Prima win tonight in this lobby, Group E, Lobby 5. Race number 4, done and dusted. And 6th round of the GTFusion World Championship, done and dusted. Tomorrow we have lobbies A, B, and C, with all the top drivers competing for the championship, and for a better ELO, like all of them done. Thank you very much, Jack, for viewing, and thank you for your comments. Yes, it was an exciting round. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. And here's your winner for the first time tonight. We have Omega 23, Yves Ferrat from Prima. Yes, Zach. Always my pleasure, my friend. Always my pleasure to broadcast races for GTFusion. Congratulations to everybody. Complimenti a tutti. Compliments to everybody. Well done. Awesome racing. Let's save the replay. It was awesome racing tonight. Some unlucky moments. And I have a message. Guys and ladies and gentlemen, it's the most important thing to take care of ourselves, and our loved ones. Encourage them to do continuous checkups. Sometimes early detection prevents bad things from happening. I say that because we had some unfortunate events the past few months, and I was informed almost 1 week ago, 1.5 weeks ago, that another person from our family, from the GTFusion family, has some issues, have some health issues, or some loved one has some issues, and I would like live here as we are now to wish them well, to wish them the best, and to only say that we keep our faith to each other and to whoever God we believe, because believing in a God has no name for me. But I would like to say, everybody keep safe, and take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Those are the most valuable assets we have. Not cars, not money. They're not important. Our loved ones. A great big support and a great big get well soon to Paul. He knows who it is. And if you noticed, as you will notice tomorrow, Gran Turismo Belgium has a very important message on the cars. We're all there for you, my friend, to support you, because GTFusion is okay, is a community, is an organization, but it's also a family. So whatever you need, we're there for you. Keep safe, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe and follow to help us grow. And I hope you enjoyed tonight. That's it for me. Good night, and take care. Bye bye.